Discuss the chapter control and coordination. In living organisms, a large number of movements can be observed. Seedling germinating into a small tree and later turning into a magnificent plant. This is an example of growth, a movement associated with growth. While a buffalo chewing the cud, children playing in the garden, a cat walking, these are also movements, but these movements are not associated with growth. So, basically, the movements can be attributed or classified into two types. One is those which are under your control, which is known as voluntary movements. The other, which is not under your control, or involuntary movements. So, voluntary movement, for example, is like you walking in the garden, is a controlled action. Hence, it is an voluntary action or a voluntary movement. Whereas your heartbeat, the muscles which are associated with your heart continuously pumps the heart, which cannot be stopped if you want also. Those movements where you cannot control it are involuntary actions. Another example of it is your eye flipping or the digestion in your stomach or the pupil enlarging and for contracting. These are the examples of involuntary movements. Now let us discuss reflex action. In living organisms, certain movements occur because of the rapid change in the environment. These movements which occur due to the rapid change are known as reflex actions. Example of reflex action would be when you touch an hot object, you immediately retract your hands, or when a bright light is shone on your eyes, your eyelids tend to close. These are all examples of immediate change in the environment, as a result of which the movements occur. Now let us discuss about how these reflex actions are performed. So a rapid change in the environment triggers the receptors which are present on the surface, which in turn stimulate the nerve endings and transmit the impulse to the dendritic tips, wherein this chemical signal is converted into electric impulse, and this electric impulse is further transmitted through the nerve cells throughout the nerve tissues. Now this electric impulse, if sent to the central nervous system to process, central nervous system being a complex tissue of nerve cells would take a lot of time to respond. Hence, an alternative of this is performed, wherein this electric impulse is sent to the spinal cord via the sensory neuron. Once it reaches the spinal cord, the impulse is processed and the relay neurons transmit the task through motor neurons and sends the signal to muscle tissues, and hence the muscles immediately relax, as a result of which we immediately remove our hand while touching an hot object. This entire system is called reflex arc, which comprises of sensory neuron, relay neuron located in the spinal cord, and motor neuron, which is connected to the effector muscles.